Hey people, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very personal, but also very powerful. We're talking self-development. So we're going to be addressing real life issues, how to grow your confidence, how to manage your money, how to improve the quality of your relationships, basically how to level up in any area of your life. So whether you're in your 20s trying to figure out life or you're already on the journey, you figured out a couple of things, this podcast is just for you. So let's dive right into it. Because you matter to us, today we decided to bring the absolute best people to have this conversation with. So let's introduce ourselves. How do we start? I think ladies first, so let's have you.
Thank you. My name is Oluwatoyosi A. I am a beauty therapist and a brand strategist.
You actually look like beauty. Please, Oluwatoyosi, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's have you.
Thank you. I'm Naimar, a social media manager, a tech girly majorly, a graphics and web designer.
So I feel like asking, what don't you do? Because this is already like a full bouquet. Naima, it's good to have you here. Let's have you.
Okay, my name is Ore, and I'm a freight forwarder. Basically, import, export, custom clearance, procurement, anything that is with importation and exportation.
It's a good thing you explained. So when you said freight forward, I'll still try to process
That's what I
it.
had to explain.
Thank you for breaking it down. All right, fantastic having you here. Let's have you.
Okay, my name is Gideon and I'm into real estate, but I'm particular about managing farmlands.
Oh, wow. You look solid, actually, Gideon. It sounds like someone that's the full ground. All right, yeah, solid man. So great. I'm Toyosi, Naima, all right, Gideon. Good to have you all. So let's dive into it. So we're going to be talking about ways to build your self-confidence, how to manage your money, financial intelligence. We're going to be talking about how to improve the quality of your relationships, and of course, mindset and motivation. Let's start with building your self-confidence. So I'm thinking, people usually say that confidence is not something that you're born with. It's something that you build over time. So what do you think? Are there specific ways someone can build or improve their self-confidence?
Yes. There are definitely ways people can build their self-confidence. Some people might be born with confidence, actually, might shock you. But some can actually build it up with time. I think it really matters the kind of people you surround yourself with and the personal journey that you go on with yourself. And then over time, you try to amplify that by creating an environment for yourself that really solidifies what you're trying to have. I think self-confidence really starts when you set a vision for how you want your human experience to be. And then you surround yourself with environments and people and energies that really just help you sustain and amplify that.
Fantastic. Immediately you started by saying some people are born with it. The first thing that came to my mind is people that are born into military homes. So, if your father is a soldier, there's a kind of confidence that you came with, and so I agree in some sense that it's possible to come with some level of self-confidence already. One of the things that occurs to me is how most people are confident on something that they're most familiar with.
Yes.
The way I will talk about you, if I've known you for a long time, is different from the way someone that hasn't known you for a long time will talk about you.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe it's possible to build your self-confidence, but you may also have some things that are defaults that already influences. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to align myself with a school of thought that thinks you can come into confidence, and I also think that you could be born with it. The other thing that I think she didn't touch on is that she herself boosts people's confidence. I mean, she is a beauty therapist. So, I'm telling you, sincerely, look at me. When I started having that awareness that I'm handsome, that was it.
Yeah.
There was no holding back. I mean, I didn't know I was fine.
Yeah.
Then at some point, I just knew I was handsome.
I think that happens to many guys.
Yeah.
There are just a few of us that's...
Yes.
Sorry, a few of them, so let me not add myself to them.
I
The
knew
few
I
of them
have that
that's-
confidence.
yeah.
So immediately I knew that even though I'm fine, I'm like, that means so.
Your approach becomes a big difference.
Yes.
Fantastic. So when it now comes to maybe the context of self-development or career or trying to do something that is meant to position your life, how then do you approach risks? For example, I know some people will say you should start small and then take giant steps, or start small and then still watch before you approach things that have higher risk, like low risk, low reward, high risk, high reward. What do you think?
Personally, I think before you do anything, you have to understand the basics of what you are trying to get into.
I think so.
So if you understand the basics, measure it based on the facilities you have, in the sense of your skill, the actual facility as in material wise.
Yeah.
So if you feel you can start big,
Yeah.
start big. And if you think you can start small, start small. But at the end of the day, there's no template to the actual one that works for each person. Just do what you can when you can.
So I'm thinking in line with that. Some people are naturally risk takers than some others. Some of us, if we try to start small on something, the chance that we will remain small is very high.
Yes.
Because when we see risks, we see problems. When we see problems, we don't want to dive into it. So how then can someone that doesn't have that confidence innately to be able to take huge risks, how does that person scale? How does that person grow? Or are we destined to just remain where we are?
Well, that's why I said at first that if you have the facilities, okay, let me cite an example.
Yeah,
That I'm not
English
sure.
language for some of us.
I'm not sure a lot of people are familiar with, but Gymshark is like one of the biggest brands in the fitness world right now.
Yeah.
And it started from just a guy making merch for his friends.
Yeah.
So from making merch for his friends, people liked it and they started buying into it. Now he owns gym in different countries. His brand is all over the world. He sponsors different fitness expos. So I feel he himself said that he didn't expect it to be that large. He just wanted to sell merch.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic example, actually, Gymshark. But I think the guy went on Shark Tank and then he tried to pitch his business. That was audacious. That's a level of confidence that most people aspire to. So let me ask you, Naima. So you do social media management, right? And I think that's one of the things that people use to position themselves. So how do you think social media helps people that have low risk appetite? For example, if I put something out, it gets good reception, I feel like it has a potential to make me want to take another risk, right? So for example, someone comes to you, they're trying to grow their brand, and then you make a couple of posts for them, maybe you run an ad for them, and then it seems like, oh, they're getting some traction. Do you feel like that is enough to boost their confidence to stay on that business and do more?
Okay, so through social media, a lot of people have actually gained confidence. Once you have a brand and probably social media, you're getting a kind of audience. A lot of people, it has helped a lot of people. It has saved people costs also. Through social media, people don't really have to get warehouse to stock their products. A lot of big sellers, small entrepreneurs just use their house, their hostels, just create a small cupboard, make contents for their products, and it has helped a lot of people. Because starting a business, you might start thinking, oh, warehouse, transportation costs, storage, a whole lot of expenses that can actually weigh people down.
True talk.
So through social media, when you run ads, people might not actually buy your products, but then you're getting the audience.
Seeing it.
Yes, they're seeing it. You are getting that attention you
It's kind of
crave.
motivating.
Most people actually, the business is not really all about profit. That's like the sole reason for running a business, profit. But once you're getting the audience through ads now, people can see your products. They don't necessarily have to buy now. But when you're checking your analytics and they're seeing, wow, this amount of people actually saved my product, what does that mean? Probably they can't afford it now, but they saved that product, meaning they probably want to come back when they are financially stable. Yes, they like what they saw, exactly. So through social media, it boosts people's confidence and risk management also. We're talking about risk earlier.
Yeah.
Why they say start small, mainly because of risk.
Yeah.
If you're starting small or big, the whole thing is just the risk. Yeah. But regardless how you're starting, risk management is something everybody has to learn. Because going out here, we took a risk.
You didn't know you were domo.
Exactly. Everybody actually took the risk of coming here.
Yeah.
So through social media, you get to communicate. You don't necessarily have to be going here and there. Probably your organizer or your stock manager is in a very far distance. Yeah. Social media has made everything easier. A lot of business owners don't have to stock up. They can just
drop shipping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it has saved people a lot.
But I feel like social media is neither here nor there though, because there's still a lot of confidence killing that is happening on social media, because you see someone else that is doing something that you are aspiring to do. This is who I want to be, but I'm still far from it. And these people are just coasting along that line. I mean, I feel like social media also has a way of killing people's confidence.
But
I don't know.
That's where pressure comes in.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll all be pressured.
How do you avoid that?
I don't think you avoid it.
Ha.
I think instead you can utilize it. The thing is this, I feel at the end of the day, no emotion or feeling is inherently like good or bad. Get my point?
Yeah.
It
Anger
depends
is
on
bad,
how.
though.
It depends.
Okay, you can be
It
angry at
depends,
poverty.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're angry at poverty, at least it shows you where you don't want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
When
for sure.
you feel anger, most times it shows you that your boundaries have been crossed.
Yeah.
So you utilizing anger or pressure,
Whatever
it
emotion.
depends. And just like envy now, of course, I wouldn't wish that people be envious of me or anything, but the thing is that envy kind of tells us
But you're
like
beautiful,
what
Sha. People can be envious of you.
I
No, you
mean,
need to have it in mind. Okay.
Therapist.
Okay, beauty therapy, sorry.
yes, I am.
So you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
Mm.
No more than food, not
I like
have
that. I like that.
But then on the aspect of like pressure, I think you can utilize it.
Yeah.
The way you hold it will either decide how it will like amplify your life.
Yeah,
Some
for sure.
because of pressure, like they cave under it. And I'm not going to even speak like as though it's easy to know you. I feel like you know according like with your journey. You get like at first you realize that it serves you nothing
Yeah.
to cave in and hide your own light.
Yeah,
Then you
for sure.
start realizing that okay, this pressure, how can I use it in a way that it's telling me what I want? I'm seeing this person, maybe she has beautiful skin, or is so confident, or wow, she started a business and she's
moving fast.
She's moving
faster than
fast.
you were thinking.
You
Yeah.
get it helps you like stay up. But then there's a way to balance it. You do not overexpose yourself if you realize you're getting negatively
already-
triggered. If you
Sure.
notice that
For sure.
you are getting negatively triggered by someone, there are like things that you can do. You can
Can't block
either
them.
yes, you can actually block
For
them
now.
for your yes for now till you
Yeah.
come back. Or there's actually even a practical tip that you can write to them.
Yeah.
You can actually either you want to share it with them publicly or privately, and
Admit it. Like,
admit
acknowledge it.
acknowledge
I
it
think that is so
exactly. When you
powerful.
call its name, it's
I think that is so powerful. I think that's so powerful because many times we see something that is triggering us,
yes.
as opposed to just hating it. Just acknowledge it. Let the person.
Yes.
I think it's something that I typically would say when it comes to speaking. Right? Many people are not very confident to talk in public, but if you can get to a place where you're about to talk and you tell the people, "I'm actually very nervous," it breaks everything. It breaks everything. Automatically, you feel better, they feel better, and then you can move on. I think that's very instructive. But yeah, let me ask you. I'm thinking, do you have friends? Do you have lots of friends?
Yes, I do.
Give me top of your head. How many friends do you think you have, like that are close to you?
20.
20. How many do you think you have?
Personally,
Yeah.
it depends on who you call friend, but I'll say my apprentices. People,
Acquaintances, yeah.
Sorry. People I will consider acquaintances, I can't count them.
But your friends will call
probably 10.
10. What about you?
No, maybe 2 or 3.
Let me ask you.
I think
know
it's
people.
well close friends.
Yeah.
Let's say 5-ish.
Okay, so I think you're the person to ask this question. What do you think about the role of friends, of people in your life? What do you think that does to your confidence?
There's the negative aspect and the positive aspect.
Okay.
So it's just you personally that will decide the one you want to keep. Once you notice a particular clique of friends is trying to weigh you back, they are not supporting you, you tell them you want to do this, they start laughing, it's not possible, just cut them off. Like you said, you can block them for now.
Yeah.
Negative energy should not be entertained at all.
It shouldn't.
That's where mindset comes in. There are people that
Fantastic.
are doing way better than you, and they don't just see themselves as great.
Yeah.
They can do better. They have more
Low
privileges.
self-esteem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have more privileges, probably financially, more privileges, but no, they don't just see it.
So there's something that I read that you should surround yourself with people who speak life into you, not people who shrink you, you know. Yeah. So is that something you reckon with?
Of course.
But you have 2 friends. Don't forget.
The reason why I find it difficult is, number one, I have a problem with keeping up.
Okay.
That's one. I love people. I support people, even people I don't know before.
Mhm.
But I don't know how to keep up. If you want to keep up with me, I'm going to allow you to do that. And I'm going to certainly return the energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I'm even able to sacrifice more than you might think that you want to do. But I don't have problems keeping up. But now, let's say maybe we have not spoken for 5 years and you reach out to me that you need my help. I'm going to help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need you to be keeping up with me daily. Now, I do something when I'm using social media. If I'm reading a totally different post made by a totally different person, and I see somebody insulting another different person there, I used to preemptively block that person that is insulting somebody.
No be the abuse.
No.
We're just like, for you to be this kind of person.
Yeah, so you are never going to come and insult me.
To your
You
face.
will never
I
have
feel you.
So I
Give
do
me an
that.
idea. Like how many people have you blocked at the moment? Just give me an idea.
I'm sure it's more than 10,000
Whoa.
on WhatsApp, on TikTok, or maybe
I don't even know that many people.
It doesn't remain too.
I'm telling you,
Watch
as
it.
a lady, if you post nude on my timeline, I'm going to block you. Or the
You don't
person
like
that
nudes? Okay,
you are
sorry.
doing all these things in real life. You are going online to at least read something that's going to maybe improve
But
you a
you're
little
posting
bit.
nudes in real life. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean you will see all
I'm
those
joking.
things. You will see it everywhere around you. So if you are going online, you want to read.
Where'd you stay?
Somewhere
I want to
around
know where
there.
you're seeing it, so I can avoid the place. All right.
So now, if the person that posted and the person that retweeted, I'll first start with the person that retweeted it, block the person. So because I mean, anything that, for example, another thing I blocked totally is news websites or news handles.
Yeah.
You know, there's this time Palestine and Israel. They always come. It doesn't concern me. It doesn't affect me. Okay, now, what's it called? India and Pakistan, they are fighting and bombing each other for the past 2 weeks now. Nobody said anything about it because the power brokers are not interested in that issue, but they were interested in the Gaza one. So somebody cannot be triggering me. There's nothing I can do
About
that
the
will
situation.
stop. So why am I getting angry?
Wow. So if I'm hearing you well, you have developed a mechanism to protect your space.
Yes.
Just protect your own heart.
Especially looking for Nigeria issue now. Say Tinubu is doing something. Everybody will start insulting him from internet. Go and look for a job. Leave Tinubu alone. Maybe if the election comes, you go and vote or anyhow. But if things that I cannot control, I run away from them. And I hold on to the ones I can control very well and man it.
Fantastic.
So that's basically what
So you run a business?
Yes, sir.
You run a business as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You want to chip something in first?
So in addition to what he said,
Yeah.
and also related to the part where she mentioned mindset.
Yeah.
So there's this school of thought that I follow actively, the Stoic mindset.
Okay.
So it basically preaches that you focus on things that you can control.
Yeah.
And you not really neglect, you acknowledge the existence, as she said, that it exists. But there's
The ones you
nothing I
can
do.
control.
Exactly. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let it be. You
So
understand?
is this your version of self-love?
Or well,
I mean,
it's
where do I
the
put
version
this
of
now?
Why do you call
protecting
it
self-peace.
self-love?
No, it's not even about love, because in a sense it is toxic.
Yeah,
Somehow.
people condemn Stoics.
Do you understand? It is toxic in a sense. Because if you are a strong Stoic mindset person, people will not understand you.
Yeah, you have issues with a
What was-
lot of people.
So what does that do to your confidence? So because one of the contexts in which we're speaking is to see how someone can build their self-confidence and let that fuel your growth in life. Do you get? So I understand the place where you are avoiding bad energy, right? Because that's one of the things I'm picking from this. You're avoiding bad energy. But then what is giving you good energy? What is pushing you?
That is Stoic mindset basically gives your confidence because you are focusing on the energy that helps you.
The one that helps you. I see.
Another thing
You
is,
understand?
look at
Yeah.
this kind
It's
of
just like a filter.
Look
Yeah.
at this kind of
Yeah.
conversation we're having now.
Yeah.
If I see it, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Because these are people actually sharing
Real life.
things
Real
that can
experiences.
help other people grow.
For
Not
sure.
coming to look for enemies to fight or maybe one person. I'm not interested in fighting anybody, please. What can help me grow? Okay, I look at it, I share with other people. So or I contribute my quota to it.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to lead to development for me or for somebody,
You stay away.
yes. So I have a group on Facebook. I made a post there that henceforth this group is going to be free to post. But before you post anything, ask yourself, how will this information benefit
The
the
people that are
person
reading
that
it.
is reading it? If it's not going to have any benefit, please keep your thoughts to yourself.
So I think this is one of the final things that I want to touch on for this subject matter, and it's about people that need to take action, right? So either for a new line of business that you want to start, a new relationship you want to forge, a career path that you want to take on, a job you want to start, do you need to feel confident before taking action? Right? Do you need to feel like, okay, I have what it takes? So you referenced having the facility or the capacity for what you're about to do. But do you really need to feel like you have it all before setting out?
I do not think trying to have it all is the best approach in going forward in starting anything.
Where can we garbage in, garbage out?
It's kind of like, I feel like it just goes like this. It's waves. Like you can't have it all.
You can't say it won't work.
Yes, and don't speak like negativity over it. Like when you want to start something, a new relationship, a new business, a new venture, even a new hobby.
Yeah.
We all start from not knowing. So
Yeah.
it's even as we go into the journey of like trying to explore that path. That's how we like, oh, do I actually like this? You can do something for 5 years and realize, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's all right, to be honest. It's really all right. But I feel like trying to have everything figured out before you start anything keeps you trapped.
I like what you said, that we all start from not knowing.
Yes, we do.
So knowledge is progressive.
It is progressive.
So I'm feeling like knowledge is progressive. The more you know, the more confidence you get. The more confidence you get, the more you are willing to take action.
Yes. I saw a quote
Makes a lot of
recently.
sense.
I saw a quote recently that if you're not feeling confident, if you're not feeling confident, build evidence. And this is actually so true. I've been seeing it particularly even in my own life. Like,
Hold on now. You cannot say that kind of thing and just move on like that. Let's
Sorry.
process it now.
oh yeah.
If you do not have confidence, build evidence.
Build evidence. And it's practical. It's practical because
Wow.
I like when people try to bring practical aspects into, the mentality, everything like that. It's like, oh, feel good, but like, how am I going to feel good?
Yeah.
So in the aspect of, let's say, building confidence,
Yeah.
to be honest, I would just say, get down to it and build evidence. If someone is trying to ask you now, what do you do? The reason why I can stay here and say I'm a beauty therapist and I'm a brand manager, brand strategist, is because
You've done it.
Yes,
You
I've
have
done
things
it.
to show.
I have things to show, and I realized that even if like you're trying to tell someone you do this particular thing or you have this particular line of work or anything, it's always hard to, unless you know how to lie very well.
Some of us are not good.
I'm actually not that good at lie. So if you don't know how to like lie, like truly fake it, it's going to just come off. But if you actually have evidence,
Yeah.
I've actually worked on these projects, I've spoken to this many people.
Track record.
They
Yeah.
can vouch for you. Something can speak for you.
Yeah.
It helps you to like push
You feel more
forward,
confident about
feel
it.
more confident, and over time, it's not immediate. It
Fantastic.
definitely happens over time. And besides, that's build evidence.
Yeah.
That's Alex Omozi. So
Fantastic, yeah.
So the confidence we're talking about just now. I'll cite myself as an example.
Thank you.
I tried running a business, I think that was 2 years ago, but then
Okay.
it failed.
Okay.
So sometime this year, I wanted to run a business, another one. So that's the thing about confidence. That particular business, I was being skeptical.
Yeah.
Should I do it? Should I not do it? So I'm like, okay, I'm a graphics designer, a web designer, like I said. I didn't want this business to be the normal WhatsApp level. You start texting me on WhatsApp, I want to get this.
Yeah.
So I said, until I create a website, I'm not launching this business.
Wow.
I created a website and I've still not launched that business.
Yeah.
I told myself until I create launch graphics, all the graphics I needed for the business, I've done it and I've still not launched that business. Why? Confidence. That's where it just starts. It really doesn't have to be perfect because I told myself until I get the website, until I get all the graphics, I've gotten everything, gotten the products, and it's just in my room.
I have something to say about
So
that.
that's
Yeah.
the thing about confidence. There's really no perfect situation for everything. No perfect timing. There's nothing like perfect timing. You just have
Wow.
to start. We might have had failed experiences, or there's just something holding you back, and you have to break that bridge. You have to cross that bridge to move forward.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, when she was saying, I'll create flyer, I'll do this, I'll do that. I feel like I
She's
totally
telling
relate
your
to
story.
that. I relate to that because it's
Yeah.
like a trap of perfectionism.
Exactly.
It's like a kind of like control mechanism, like, but you feel like, well, at least I'm doing something. Like, so
We're still
so,
moving.
so I'm
We're still
moving,
moving,
but
yeah.
it's like running on a
rolling.
yes, on
Yeah.
a hamster wheel. You're moving on a hamster wheel. So sometimes there are some things that I do that I'll just be like, you know what, just start it. There was a time that I was trying to do let me use the example.
Yeah.
I wanted to just talk on Twitter, do you get? And I just woke up that morning and I'm like, instead of me saying, okay, I'm going to start this today, call these people, I called somebody, I said, oh, I want to do this thing. Just be my co-host and let's start. And
Wow.
I realized that I was able to do like 9 sessions of that. If I'd calmed down and said, okay, let me do this.
Process
You get
it.
sometimes impulse
Overthinking.
helps. Just go. But then
I agree
discipline
with that.
sustains that though.
The,
Discipline
the
sustains
impulse
that.
part, Abi.
Yeah, I have a similar experience.
Please
So
share.
I just started my clothing brand like 3 weeks ago. So I
Nice one, nice one, nice one. I like it. I like it.
I've always had it
Oh,
in
wow.
plan since forever. At least since like let me say 3 years ago. I've always like okay, I want to
What's the brand name now?
relentless.ng.
Hey, I can see
You
something.
can-
Nice one.
You can check
Nice
it
one.
out.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very
nice.
nice. 2 piece.
So I've had it in plan since
Relentless.ng.
Yes.
Nice one.
So
Please check it out. Check it out.
I always felt like, okay, I've not found, and honestly, I've not found a good supplier at that point. So I didn't want to start. So finally, like 3 weeks ago, during Easter,
Yeah.
so I just went to market and I found a good supplier. And then I was still saying, okay, let me just try to get things in place. Let me do the branding. Let me do this. Let me do that. Then somebody just told me that, if you don't start now,
Yeah.
you just procrastinate again.
So,
And I won't lie, at least for the past 3 weeks that I started, I don't even expect the turnout I found.
oh my God.
I can't believe I have that kind of
Wow.
audience so far. You understand?
Never
Thank
So
you.
let's go to your co-host now.
As a,
Like this guy, no,
No,
that's not saying we have been
definitely,
show.
definitely.
Now
Okay. So I agree with what they've said.
Brand ambassadors.
No problem.
Ambassador.
We are working on
Yeah.
it. We are working on it. So I
Impulse.
just agree. You understand?
I
But
think that's
sorry.
powerful.
Also, back to what I mentioned initially
Yeah.
about having the facility.
Yeah.
The facility in this case for me now was getting a good supplier.
Yeah.
Yes, I've always had different plugs, but I never trusted their work.
Yeah.
So I myself cannot, because I feel if I cannot boast of what I'm selling,
Yeah.
I don't want to sell it to people.
I agree.
Because I personally, if I buy something from you and I don't like it, that will be the last time I'm coming to you.
For sure.
I won't complain because I hate argument.
Yeah.
I won't complain. If you ask me how was it, I'll even give you a good review. But I'm not.
Wow.
You are not seeing me again.
Okay,
But
so
the only thing that will make you know that this guy like what he got is I'm coming back. You
So
understand?
that's where exposure comes in.
Mhm.
You mentioned when you got a good supplier or it was supplier that was delaying, but then you went out and found a good supplier.
Yeah.
And you said supplier was delaying you.
Yeah.
If you had gone out sooner,
Yeah.
you would have found
A good
Yeah.
supplier sooner.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see, I think one of the biggest things I'm learning from this is that the more you know, the more confident you are.
Yeah.
So if you're able to find out what exactly is delaying you, whether it is that career, that business, whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you're able to find out what it is, look for information that can make you feel more equipped. And the more equipped you feel, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the easier it will be to take action on that thing. I think this has been a robust topic.
Okay, I wanted to balance the confidence talk.
Yeah.
Because I love Karl Marx and he preaches philosophy as the unity of theory and practice. So there's a huge difference with respect to unity of theory and practice.
Philosophy as a unity
Of theory and
theory and
practice.
practice. Wow.
You say something, then you have to do that.
Like bringing theory and practice together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we know about Dunning-Kruger effect and imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is that feeling where you are procrastinating.
Like you're not enough.
Yes, you are not enough. Then Dunning-Kruger effect is where you feel you know too much, whereas you know nothing.
Wasabi. Ovaji.
So, putting it into perspective, I am an impulsive person.
Okay.
And that's also part of the reasons why I have only 2 friends.
Yeah.
They're the only one that knows how to manage me.
Yeah.
Some of the time.
You did cut friends.
Yes. So, I've launched a number of businesses. And I used to wake up and launch a business and maybe just go with it.
Flash it again. Okay.
No,
Like
I
see
will
it
go with
through.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll see it through. I woke up one day and I went to resume at an automobile workshop. I went to learn how
Mechanic
to.
work.
Yes.
You see?
That's interesting.
So I learned it. I became a diagnostic officer from it. I even handed the business over to a friend. And I gave him the tools to do it. So when I left, I went to do other things. I woke up one day. I said, now I want to continue my real estate work. And I want to be managing farmlands. Immediately I went, I got 200 hectares of land. That's about 4,200 plots. So I have that overconfidence that whenever I'm ready to do anything,
You get out and do
I
it.
will do it.
Wow.
So there's a term called sprezzatura. It's like doing
I'm going to
things.
pretend as if it's not complicated.
They will put it at the bottom.
Okay, no, glory. Sprezzatura. That means doing things with ease. These things that I'm doing, this talk we're having, a lot of people feel they cannot do it. And they're looking at you here. You are able to communicate effectively without stressing.
Mm.
You're able to say things off of your head. So that's basically sprezzatura, where you do things and people cannot see the process. It's so light for you. So now, a lot of people will look at it that this person just knows that everything this person does
It
is
does it well.
perfect. Can I ever measure up? Confidence.
Wow.
So in that journey where you are trying to get your evidence, where you are going one step after the other, it's always good to have eyes on the goal. And believe me, you also learn by doing. That's what I realized. You
Yeah.
learn by doing.
Yeah, for sure.
My friend started front-end development. He watched a lot of videos. I told him, oh yeah, build the website for the farm syndicate.
Wow.
That's the break.
And then in the process is learning,
Yes.
becoming better.
Yes. So we also learn by
I
doing.
mean, she said it. We all start from knowing nothing. We all start from ignorance, and then we build over time. And then as we are building, we should also be identifying, because that's one of the things I'm taking from what you said. We should also be identifying what we are doing easiest, because there's also something that we are doing so easily that other people may not be able to do with as much ease as we are doing it. So when we see someone else doing something and we feel like, this person is so good at this and it's not stressing them at all, we could be admiring what they have. Meanwhile, there are other things that we have that we probably can also do with so much ease, and we're just not paying attention to it.
Exactly.
I think this has been a fantastic conversation. What about this line of thought that you should ensure that at every point in your life, you're not the smartest in the room? Like, ensure that you are never the smartest person in your immediate circle, right? Which then means that you are always challenging yourself, because people that are in your immediate environment, people that are challenging you in one way or the other. I think that's a peculiarity that I am trying to deal with, because once I find someone that is motivating me or challenging me or is better than I like to surround myself with people that are better than I am, because it's a drive. I'm seeing things on a day-to-day basis that are making me realize, oh, more, you haven't started. Consistently I'm feeling that way, and I think that's a major drive for us. You see a lot of development here, like, oh my God. When you feel like you're doing well, then you suddenly realize, I'm a local champion. Because once you step outside that space into another space, you see a different kind of people, you realize, oh, man, we haven't started. So I feel like that is a consistent motivation that people should have. So maybe, I mean, what do you think about deliberately headhunting people to be your friends? Headhunting, yes.
Okay, first off, I would like to say, for me, I do not see friendship as something you should headhunt for.
Okay.
I can headhunt for people to build a business with.
Okay.
I can headhunt for people to start a career with. I can headhunt for people to build a project with. But friendship for me is very dear. It's based on iron rules, really, really iron rules. I do not forgive betrayal or the semblance of it.
Okay.
And a lot of people that are your business associates can take advantage of you.
Yeah.
I have had my girl stay over at my friend's place. It's very core to me. It's iron rule. You cannot tamper with it. So the first thing is that I think, first off, you need to be fortunate enough to get a friend. Honestly, my friends do not need to be the smartest. I'm not trying to...
Yeah, for sure.
My friends don't need to be the smartest, but I need you to make effort for your life.
That's true.
Strive to be disciplined, strive to be better, strive to become... But I'm telling you, I'm not going to put that much pressure on a friend to become a version of what I want.
Yeah.
I want you as a friend, as somebody that I can trust. Do you know, when everybody is going to leave, you have to be there. A lot of times, it's not usually the smartest of people that do that. I have a lot of circles where I'm the poorest, where I'm not the smartest. But they are either work associates, acquaintances. I go to them regularly. I get motivated. I want to do more. But for friendship, it has to be somewhere I can slip off and not be scared that something's going to happen to me. You cannot trust anybody, but you still have to trust someone. I need my friends to be people that, let's say I get married and I have children and I become late. I'm going to be comfortable that my children are in safe hands. So for me, friendship is very, very deep.
So I think our definitions of friendships influence the demands that we place on it, right? For some people, friendships must be close-knit. For some other people, you have friends for several purposes, like she identified, So maybe that's the context in which you're sharing, and I'm also sharing. That there are people, I've taken a job, like I have started a job, employment. I applied, I got the job because I wanted to be that person's friend, the CEO's friend.
Wow.
Nothing else. Because I saw him as someone that, I saw his circle of friends, and I'm like, this guy takes friendships very seriously. He has a close-knit circle of friends, about 20 of them, and they are like this. And I'm like, I admire this. I want to have a friend that takes loyalty this seriously. Do you understand? I don't want to be in his circle, but I want him in my circle. Do you get?
I
So
have a question.
yes, please.
Would you call that friendship or strategic alliance?
So there's no way to get the value that I want without
Being
us
his
coming,
friend.
without being his friend. Him trusting me.
Yes.
I'm trustworthy. I know. He doesn't know yet. So I need to do what it takes. So that is me strategically aligning myself to become his friend, and for him to become my friend. Because I'm also going to have to do the work to earn that trust.
Yes,
Okay,
because
then I can take
being a friend is not easy.
And
It's
I know
not
that
to
once
be-
I breach that trust, any day in the number of years that we are friends, it's gone.
Over.
Gosh.
So I think the focus is still self-development, us identifying deliberately things that are going to be relevant to us growing on this journey that we are on.
Now, as regards going out to make friends,
Yeah.
I won't necessarily say going out to make friends. Rather, I'll say networking.
Yes.
Because there's a particular level of friends we are looking up to.
Yeah.
We definitely don't want people below us, or you need to like take yourself out there.
Yeah.
And these people are definitely not going to meet you in your bedroom.
For sure.
So that's where networking comes in. There are some events you just go mainly because of the caliber of people
People
you
that
get
are there,
to
you want to
meet.
meet people.
Exactly, and it works.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think what I'm taking away is there will always be people that you need and people that need you. Right? So, in as much as you are chasing better relationships or relationships that are more valuable for the stage in life that you are also chasing relationships where you can grow together, right? You can learn together, but there will also be people that will continually need you.
Yes.
And people that have been at your level before but are no longer there. So, they've moved from your onlines to your downlines, but you're still pulling them along as much as they can. I think the conclusion for me here will be show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? Because it significantly determines where you go, how fast you go there. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, we need to be wrapping this up now. So thinking in line with everything that we've touched on, I feel like there are several indices that add up to who we become, right? And I'm asking myself, some people are intrinsically motivated. They can motivate themselves. I think you're someone like that. Because you are not really dependent on many extraneous factors or external factors. But some other people need to be pushed, to be motivated, to see things, to be challenged, for them to keep driving. So when motivation ceases, how do we ensure that our mindset is still in place? Like, what are the things that we can do to help us stay focused even when it doesn't feel like we are achieving our goals anymore?
For me, from real life personal experience,
Yeah.
I've learned that there are going to be downtimes. It is
Okay.
unavoidable.
So you should expect it.
Expect it. I feel like more suffering comes when you believe that you cannot be subjected to like pain or anything, and
Yeah.
pain is actually a part of life. It's like part of the duality of life. So one thing that I would say helps me is, first of all, do not try to repress or suppress your emotions or how you're feeling at that time. There's a reason why even nature itself has cycles. It's not every time that plants are growing.
For sure.
You get?
For sure.
So you have to be able to sometimes take a break, pause and regroup. And one thing I feel is so important in regrouping is that there has to be a self-concept that you have that stands no matter what. For me, maybe there are two, but one thing I truly believe is this, that change is constant. Change is the only constant thing. So I don't necessarily see bad periods as something that will stay forever, or happy periods as something that will stay forever. So
sense.
I can always, if I'm happy, I make sure that I will be very happy at that time, because
Enjoy
I'm like,
it.
do you get? I've stumbled into you. Let me be happy now. And when I'm sad, I will make sure that it's not like I'll be feeding the emotion of sadness with more sad things. No, I'll process it. I will listen to it. What's this emotion trying to tell me? You get? And then I will just make peace with it. I can talk to a friend. That's where support systems come in, with friendships and all like that. Talk to a friend, everything, but definitely process it and I feel, for me personally, have an optimistic outlook. At the end of the day, even if you complain, even if right now you're a person like, God, why, what's happening in my life, everything, there should always be something at the back of your mind that tells you that change is constant, change is constant, and this can always be better. So there must be something at the back of your mind. That's why.
Fantastic. What helps you? What helps?
So like she says, learn to accept failure.
Okay.
Accept failure and move on. Failure is something
temporary.
that's definitely going to happen. Everything can be rosy all the time. So like accept failures firstly, then just keep your head straight.
Don't let it weigh you down.
Exactly. Don't let
That
it
makes
weigh you
sense.
down.
Okay.
Just look at the end results, look at your goal, what you want to achieve, then probably journal your progress because it helps you track.
I think that's powerful.
Yes.
Because if you're able to, it's just like what she said previously about evidence. The evidence can boost your confidence. When you see what has happened in the past, you're able to remind yourself that, oh, you're not useless, even if you're feeling like it at that time. It makes a lot of sense. All right.
Okay, for me, I think I'll start with motivation. Motivation to me is an illusion
Oh, wow.
because it fades.
Okay.
Most times, I'm speaking now from the perspective of a gym rat.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I've had different people tell me, guy, I want to go gym, but I don't get motivation. I don't do this. I'm always like, bro, I'm not motivated.
Wow.
I started because I was fat. I didn't want to be fat again. And I'm not going to stop because I don't want to be fat again. It's as simple
So
as
that's
that.
your motivation now.
That is not really motivation. Because
It's
there are some
motivation.
days, listen to me, there are some
Yeah.
days I am like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
There are some days I really want to stop.
And that is when you don't
Do you
mind
think
being
I'm
fat.
happy to always go and inflict pain on myself? Because that's what we do. We just go and inflict pain so that
Yeah.
you get yourself in a particular shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
It is not.
Yeah. But it's
No,
working now.
that's not what we are talking about. So it is not about being motivated again
Okay.
for me. It is now more about doing what I know needs to be done to get what I want.
Okay.
I'm not motivated about it anymore. I was motivated when I started. That okay, yeah, I'm seeing results. At some point, I got stuck.
No
Like,
motivation can be negative.
yes, it can be
It
negative.
doesn't have to
fine.
be pleasurable.
It can be negative, but
Yeah.
as I said, I'm talking from the perspective of a gym rat.
Yeah.
You know, most people associate motivation with different
With
things.
it, yeah.
Okay, maybe a friend that they need to always follow them to the gym,
Yeah.
maybe the right
Something
food,
external.
maybe
Okay.
this, maybe that. At the end of the day, it is what you do at each point that adds up to the progress you have, not
I get you.
what your friend tells you to do,
I get
not
you.
what you saw online that okay, this gym influencer is doing, maybe let me try it. It is what you do every single rep. Every time you stand up from your bed, dress up and let me show up for myself.
Yeah.
You understand? So that motivation fades at some point.
Drive.
You just keep doing it because this is what I need to do. Because most times before I do stuff or before I do anything in my life, I always look at it from the perspective of sustainability. Can I sustain this?
Yeah.
Am I sure I can continue if I start?
But we said earlier that it just starts now. Like even if you
Yes,
can't sleep,
yes, fine. But I
Sometimes
said
just start.
most of the time
Yeah.
before I start anything.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So before I started working out, I think I started with just jogging. Just jogging, and then I started seeing effect, I started seeing changes.
It's
And then my friends were
as
like,
well.
guy, they change you. I didn't even see it at that point.
As well.
Until I said, do you understand? So it is more of, I saw that, okay, I can sustain this jogging. Let me start with jogging first. Because I knew that time that, look me, gym, no, look at me now.
Yes, we can look at
Do you understand? so it is more of
Yeah.
just
It's
stating what I know needs to be done. So no matter how I feel, no matter my emotions, no matter the circumstance, no matter the condition, I just have to get
Do it. Fantastic.
So it's not about motivation.
Fantastic. Do you want to chip in?
Okay, first off, I always know that these too shall pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you feel that you have achieved everything, everybody understands you, everything cannot get better than this, everything has fallen in place, lines are falling in pleasant places for you, it's going to pass. If you feel as if the whole world is going to collapse, it will also pass.
Yeah.
You know, Philippa Foot that posited the trolley problem, where you are to select multiple people dying and a few people dying. You should also take that approach in problem solving or acceptance of consequences. Whenever it is that you are faced with two very difficult situations,
Yeah.
choose the one with less consequences.
And move on.
Just pity yourself. After doing that, then I would always go back to reading. You know, there's this biological term, ominous cellular, that life comes
Whatever
from
you
life.
said, same to you.
Okay. Life
I'm in
comes
first
from life.
Wow.
Yes. It's
Ominous.
cellular and cellular.
Okay.
Okay, so
Triangular.
life comes from life. You are able to form an opinion. You are able to form a resolve. If you are able to point out real examples of people that have passed through that yes. So all you need is just time.
finally, the most powerful investment you can make is in yourself. So start small, stay consistent, and of course surround yourself with all the kind of people that can help you improve. Self-development is your responsibility. If you have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share it with others, share it as widely as you can, and we would also love to hear your own self-development tips. Please leave them in the comment section below. Till next time, stay growing.